Hello guys, and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. So guys, this is the continuation of our previous blouse that we did. This blouse we did the cutting initially, so this is the sewing part of the video. So this was what I came up with at the end of the day. If you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you guys. So let's get started. So like I said, we did the cutting in the previous video. So in this video we're going to be doing the sewing. So this is my bust here. So if you notice, this bust here, I actually did not pad it. The only thing I just used hairstay on it. Okay, so initially I was thinking of putting a cup, that's putting already made bra cups, but at the end of the day I did not do that. So you can see the way I am placing them. You are just going to stitch your bust here the way you couple it. Okay, so you can see this is how it looks. So like I said, I did not pad it, I just ironed hairstay on the fabric piece. Okay, so that's for the front. So this is the back. So for the back, the same thing, you're just going to run it straight. So after stitching everything, this is how the front looks like. So now we're going to work on the front. So like I said, if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, I'm trying to take out my full body measurement. Okay, you saw the way I was doing it. So after marking out the full body measurement, I'm going to cut out the excess. So I'm cutting out the excess, and then we'll proceed to go to the style line. So this is the part of the zip allowance. I am trimming out the zip allowance part, that's the extra, the excess, so that it's not too big. Okay, so if you want to register for my online classes, you can just see my number on the screen. Okay, so send me a number, message on WhatsApp, so you can see what I was trying to do initially. So from this part is the dart part. I came up by the dart line, I came up by 5 inches and then connected it down. Initially my camera was not rolling, so I connected it down and then created this curve. You can see this is the side, which is the hem. I came up by like 4 inches. Okay, so you can see the way I curved it to this down part, and then on this that part I came up. So for this part also, you see I went up by 4 inches also and then connected it. So for this part, actually you are just going to style it the way you see it. That's like bring your creativity to life. So that's just it. It is not something really difficult. So after everything, I am just going to cut it out so you can see. So for this, you can actually cut it out however you want to. So this is it. So I finished cutting it. It looks okay. Okay, so the next thing, you are going to take the two edge of the front, make sure that both of them they correspond at the, if not, one part of the edge is going to be longer than the other. Make sure that they correspond, and then the next thing, you make sure they correspond with the back also. So you can see what I'm trying to do. So for the back, you're just going to make sure that the back is straight. So that's what I'm trying to do, just to mark it. But at the edge, that's the side seam, they are going to correspond with the front side seam, because that's the side you are going to join front and back together so it will align. Okay, so you can see the way I marked it. So after that, the next thing I'm trying to check, make sure I check my yoke, I will check my bust point and then check the length. So you can see, so at this point is the back that you use to check out your length. Okay, so after everything, I'm going to place my back bodice. I'll place it on the line and make sure that I will trim them, let them be the same. That's trim front lining and with the same with front fabric, and then trim back lining and the back fabric. Make sure everything is the same, so that's the way you will do it, that it will be easy for you. Okay, so after everything, I came back to the yoke. So now we want to transfer our yoke to our fabric. So I'm using the fabric for the yoke. So this is after cutting out my yoke. So for the yoke, I ironed interfacing on it, that's hairstay. And then, so you can see for the front, I'm using the same fabric to line the front, but for the back I cut out a different fabric. So I'm going to place it and then stitch it at the front. So this is the back part. So for the back, I'm just trying to trim out just a little bit from this because it is a built up neckline. So I'm just trying to trim that, just trim it a little bit, like half of an inch. Okay, so after everything, this is how the yoke looks like. So you can see I have finished stitching it. So I stitched it and then turned it, and then I brought it to the line, the side of the zip, and then place it. I'll stitch it down that way, just as I explained earlier. So after that, now this is my front piece. So I'm going to take my front yoke, so you can see. So I'm going to place this, I'm going to stitch it straight. At this point, I've not turned it with lining. No, I'm just still working with my fabric piece. So I'm going to place this, so you can see I just came out a little bit to the dart line, a little bit, and then that's where I'm going to stitch it. The more you come in, the more it will reduce the neckline. The more you open up, the more it will increase the neckline. Okay, so I'm going to stitch it. So after stitching, that's all. So after stitching, so I'm going to just open this up like this, so you will see how it looks like. So I'll place the lining on it and then sew it round, just sew it on the top. So after sewing everything, this is how they look. So I'll turn it out like this. So you just place the yoke inside and then use the lining to turn it. That's just basically that. So the next thing, you take the yoke and place it to the back shoulder and then join them. So you can see, can you see, you join them together. So that back shoulder, I needed to trim it more. So after that, I placed it on the mannequin for me to check, to make sure that it was okay. So before I proceed, I continue to cut out the sleeve. So for the sleeve, I'm going to be making use of my lining. So I'm trying to measure it. I have about 15 inches here. And then coming down, I had about 17 inches, but I'm going to use like 15 inches. So for this part, I'm checking how wide I want my down part. So for that down part, I made it 12 inches wide, because you need to be wide. If you notice, it is a wide sleeve. And then from that top part, I came down by 4 inches. So after coming down by 4 inches, I'm just going to mark that 4 inches like that, just to create my round curve for the armhole. And then from there, I'll connect it. I'll just mark it and then connect it to the 12 inches that I used for the down part. So for this, you can actually use any measurement you want. So it depends on how wide you want your sleeves to be. Okay, because this sleeve is exaggerated. Exagger. I was almost chewing my tongue. So at this point, I'm just trying to trim the down part. So like I said, please, if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. So I'm just trying to trim it to make sure, and then double check my measurement. So this is gum stay. It's a strong gum stay, medium strong. So I've added it to this, so that's what gave me this effect. So how did I do it? I added it on the fabric and on the lining. So you can see, I've added on the fabric and then I added on the lining. I'm going to sew it down, that's sew it and then turn it at the down part, that's the edge. So after sewing everything, this is how it will look like. So I'll turn it and then I'll use my hands to push it in. So I needed to push it in, and then I'll sew the whole edge round. So the reason for doing this is to make sure everything is okay. So after that, I'm going to pleat the sleeve. So I'll just do it like a kiss pleat. So these are the center now. If you notice, it is not at the edge. So I towards the middle of the sleeve. So that is where I am pleating. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to pleat the sleeve for it to fall into my armhole measurement, for it to become like 9 inches. So that's what I was trying to do, just pleating it. You can see the way I pleated it, kiss pleat, and then after everything, I secured the side of the piece. So after everything, I'm going to join it together now. That's join the full sleeve together. So I'm going to fold it like this, and then I'll just stitch it, join it down, and then I'll join it to my dress. so you can see. It is a simple process. So after everything, this is how it looks. It is already looking structured because of the gum stay that I added. So after joining it, this is how it looks on our finished dress. So thank you so much, guys. Like I said, if you find this video helpful, place it on the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Bye bye. Love you guys. Bye.